I'm Jean-Louis van der Vyver. I broke my neck 14 October 2017 in a swimming pool accident. The doctors said that I will never walk again, that I will be paralyzed from my neck down, and today I'm walking again. Before the accident, it seemed like my life was perfect. Everything was falling into place. Everything went as planned. I thought if I work hard, get a good job, know the right people, I can make a lot of money, and then life is awesome. I don't have to worry about anything. I was very active. I loved sports. I did almost all the sport. I loved running, doing trail runs. I loved to go to the sea, surf, canoeing, and then the accident happened and everything changed. I can't remember what happened. All I know is that I dove into the swimming pool, hit my head. I only started remembering after I was 2 days in ICU. I know that when I got to hospital, I stopped breathing, and the doctor said they have to take a chance on my life and they have to operate immediately. The doctors and nurses and all the medical personnel actually told the people around me that they mustn't get hope. They mustn't expect recovery, they mustn't expect fast recovery. If there would be recovery at all, they don't expect recovery. After the first week, I decided that I can't turn back time, and all I can do is give it my all to make the best recovery I can. What was very encouraging was the fact that I heard about all the people praying for me. It was people from all over the world. I even got a whole bunch of letters from a school of the grade 1 learners that I didn't even know, so it really spread all over. After the accident, I actually asked God, but why did it happen? What can be the plan? What can I learn from it? And then I realized before the accident, I was actually quite impatient. Everything I did must happen now, and all the things in life I wanted now, and now everything is suddenly slow and I like it fast. So that was quite a knock, and then I also learned that although I went to church and I tried to live my life for God, I realized that everything I've done was I trusted in working hard, and if I work hard, I will accomplish stuff. And it's the same with, I thought, yeah, training hard, I will get better. But I never fully relied on God. I used my own resources to get somewhere in life. And I realized, and God said that just fully rely on me, because you shouldn't recover. That's what the doctor said. But trusting me, relying on me, you can recover and see where you are now. I actually don't want to focus on how hard I have to work in rehab and how far I've come. But I think sharing the hard work I had to put in just gives perspective of the big miracle this is. In hospital, what kept me positive was I was in a very nice room in rehab. The one guy's a Paralympic athlete, so he has a very big sports background. The other guy did all the duties, Ironmans, and they were so positive. And when one was down, the other one was picking them up. And the first thing I actually remember is when I got to the rehab, got the first time in the room, they told me, don't relax, the physios is coming and pick you up. So the next morning early, I think the first person in the room was the physio. She threw me into the wheelchair, took me down to the gym, and immediately wanted me to exercise. As I said previously, I was completely paralyzed. I couldn't even move my hands, arms, legs, nothing. I could just move my eyes. So when the ventilators came out, the only way I was calling the personnel was by, and later on in rehab I started whistling for them because I couldn't push the button on my own because I can't move anything. Then when I started exercising in rehab, the first time they moved my arms for me, they moved my legs for me, just to get into the motion and to retrain my brain. They learned me to eat again. I had gloves where they put the knives and forks in, so all I had to do is get it to my mouth, and that was kind of impossible. And then, yeah, later on, after I think about a month, I was between frames, and the physio helped me get up. And I remember the first time I got up, I felt so tall looking over everyone again, because I was for so long in bed and in a wheelchair that I forgot how tall I am. And just to give you a kind of a time frame again, is so I think I started walking with the walking frame in beginning December, and then still using it over Christmas, but I was still using the wheelchair most of the time. They actually asked me in that time as well, can we order a wheelchair for you? And I said, no, I don't think I'll need it. I believe I'll walk again. And they're like, you're going to get tired. Sometimes you're going to need a wheelchair. And I was, oh, well, I'm happy to take that chance, because every time I walk is exercise and a chance to get better. So I gradually went on from walking frame to crutches, and then on the 15th of March I walked out of the hospital with the crutches and fully relying just on the crutches. I took a year to just focus on my rehab, and I still got improvement, but it was small. 2019 was quite a difficult year that I saw almost none or little to none improvement, and that's quite difficult to stay positive in that. If you don't see progress, you almost think like, oh, now it's the end. Now I have to get used to where I am. But today, 3 years after the accident, I'm walking without crutches, fully in the house. I've went to the shops without crutches and walking sticks. I've went to church without support. So that is a great improvement for me. The last 3 weeks, I saw a great improvement in balance. It doesn't feel like I have to concentrate that much not to fall, which is kind of awesome for me. And then about 2-3 months ago, I started riding on a tandem, which is quite nice, not to be in the gym or at home, but to see the nature and just experience going out again and being more normal, if you can call it that way. I think today a lot of people disregard the small miracles in life. We're waiting for the big stuff. And I think in this world today, only the big stuff is getting media coverage and exposure. And I think that's why we're looking for the big stuff and we miss the small stuff. And that's where I realized, yes, the recovery I made is a big miracle, but every day I'm just getting a bit of balance back. Every day I get a little bit of feeling back. That's actually a miracle. and I just want to get a message out to everyone out there, and just proclaiming that we must go back to the small stuff and realize that all the small stuff happening in life, just being able to work in this COVID time is a miracle, just to have a job. And I just want to thank everyone for listening to my story.